Hey guys, welcome back to another LEGO train market video. So today I'm going to be showcasing my LEGO Union Pacific Fetter Challenger number 3710, which this one took about 9 days to build, also while I was partially sick, and it's just 2 inches short of 3 feet in length. This is a pretty big model. And also this thing will probably be turned into Big Boy 4010 after this, like sometime later, probably later in June. Let's get into the locomotive. So, first, the tender. We have coal. We got some details, the ladders, this thing, the spots where the water goes, where something here, another sort of ladder or steps, I believe toolboxes, and then the wheels down here. And this is supposed to be like a circle, kind of. And all of these have wheels. And then on the back it looks like that, and the other side is the same. It's a decently heavy tender as well. Not really much else to it. But on to the locomotive. This giant thing. This is my second Challenger, with this one being the first one that I've built. And my most recent one is way better than this. So, starting here, we got the cow catcher and the pilot, and the leading wheels with these giant pistons, and the railing and the central light, the bell, the marker lights, everything. Tried to make this as accurately detailed as possible. There's the side details, the giant firebox, and the details on top, and the very thick railing. And you got the cab with the largest windows I've used, and there's people in there. 2 identical ones with cab controls in there. And here's the trailing set of wheels. And then you also got these like vent flaps on both sides of the cab. And inside the cab, if you can see in there at all, that doesn't make it much better, but you can see that there's like 2 identical Union Pacific engineers or whatever, firemen and someone else. You got all that detail in there, like most detail I've put in a cab before, I think. And here's a better look at the cab controls. And then you got the little armrest thingy, and the windows can open, but I can't really get to them. And there's details under the cab as well. And here's the other side of the locomotive. Possibly decently similar. Here's a top view of both. And then when we take the boiler off of the wheels, here's what's underneath. And under the front set of wheels, here's what it looks like. And under the real set of wheels, here's what it also looks like. So this thing has been able to prove that it can pull all my cars that I have. And it runs curves and switches, I believe, or at least curves. But here's the rods in action. There's so much trial and error with getting these to work. And yes, the wheels are spaced a little apart, and they are very small compared to the rest of this thing. but it can go decent speed. That is, if you're not backing up. I've completely forgotten if it even runs switches, so well, it does perfectly fine. Now it's in the setting and rolling out of the setting as well, I believe. Very slight derailment, but it goes back to normal. I just love the way the wheels and the rods move. But now it's time for some size comparisons. First up is minifigure, if I can get him to stand up. There we go. Giant. And next up, we have my current smallest locomotive. And then finally, we have an average-sized diesel. And also fitting for the era, I'm pretty sure as well. But overall, I don't think there's many, if not any, LEGO New Pacific Challengers of this type. But I'm just gonna do some quick running with it. Let's see what's its top speed in this very short distance. I mean, it could have gone faster. Faster than that. But no, I'm not powering this thing, and there would not be a tutorial. Because this thing is definitely too heavy to power. But also I wanted to use these pieces in this build, these giant 1x4 like round things in gray. So I utilized them in this build. But it does run R40 standard LEGO curves, and here is some photos from its construction. Here it is right after construction was complete. But there's not really much else to this, so I think that's going to be the end of this video. I don't know what the next one is going to be, but I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.